I tell you what I'm going to do, because we got a lot of shade here and it's just nice and the wind's not blowing. I want to just let you take a look at some of these does, these little bucks and does, because they are just huge. I mean, look at the size of them. Look at all of them over there. We're having a hard time knowing exactly how many we got in here. We could just about count them this evening, you know. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right there in one little bunch. And look how big they are. Look how tall they are. These some of these guys are so much larger than Whitey and little Whitey, and Lucille, of course, is tiny compared to these guys. Now, they all still have spots, but now I noticed one or two that was getting close to losing all those spots. If we were to get some rain like they keep talking about, and it rain on these deer, they'd wash that hair off that's got the spots on them, and they wouldn't have any. But look at the size. That's a doe right there, but look behind her. Look at the size of those deer. Both of those are bucks right now, a buck and a doe. Buck and a doe. It's not split ear, is it? No, it's not split ear. She's kind of hard to recognize at times, but there's 3 right there. And you look how big they are. I mean, tell you what, I don't know what kind of deer food you're feeding, but if I were you, I'd be feeding South Fresh. As you can look at those babies, and they've been living on milk and South Fresh. They're tall enough now. All of them that's in this pen here are tall enough to eat out of the Texas Hunter demand feeders, and that's what they're doing. Look at the size of that doe. That's a little buck. Thought that was. And that's another doe right there beside her. But you can see the size of them standing there beside their mama. I mean, they're up there pretty good size. And as we kind of pan down here and look down here a little bit, you start seeing more and more babies. And you see no little scrawny runt babies at all. Of course, Lucille was tiny, and that she was being abandoned, going to let die. If she'd been out in the wild, the deer would have died. But we've taken her now, and she's just a beautiful little girl. She's tiny and small. Hopefully, she'll be able to, looky here, walking up to me. I told you he always walks up to me. There he is right there. Oh, here's split ears over here, trying to eat on the camera. There he is right there, guys. That's it right there. It looks like hanging on the wall, don't it? Woo-hoo. There he is right there. He normally walks up to me when we got the camera running. It's like he's a camera hog. Look at him. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, will you look at that? That is just beautiful. And there's one of his children right there behind him. Yeah, that's one of his children right there behind him, a little girl. A little girl right there, and then over here is a little boy. Nope, that's a little girl too. When you look at them one way, it's kind of hard to tell if that tag's in their right or their left ear. But you can look and see that all the deer are doing fine out here. They're all fat and sassy. There's 1 or 2 little babies limping. We wondered if there might not be a snake in the pen. There's been one little girl limping, little baby girl, limping pretty much since she was born. But after we tagged her, we noticed her limping 3 or 4 days later. That might be her right there. That deer's limping just a little bit, isn't she? She sort of had just a little bit of a limp. But if you notice, you don't see anything on her leg or anything. But Apache tried to catch her because she was limping. He couldn't even come close to catching her. We couldn't, you know, are you limping, girl? I don't know. She sort of looked like she might be a little bit. I don't know if she's limping or not. But it's absolutely gorgeous and fantastic looking at these babies and how big they're getting. And even as hot as it's been, we've been able to control the flies this year better than we ever have. And I think that's really made a difference in the deer. We got about 40 deer here. And if we can get through this month here, we're going to get into the fall. Hopefully by the middle of September. We've got another 4 or 5 weeks of this hot stuff. It's even not supposed to be 100 every day, although it did make 103 today. Well, I get back from my little ride, looking around, and here's what's waiting on me. Oh, here's what's waiting on me. A yard full of horns. Oh, big time antlers right there. I want you to take a look at Forrest. Forrest is just pretty doggone good. Look at those 4 right there. Is that beautiful or what? They're watching Beamer. Beamer jumped out. Took me a little ride there. Didn't really see a whole lot. I did see 4 nice bucks. Didn't even think about getting my camera out and videoing those. I was too busy watching them. They were nice. Wasn't any of them as big as TC, but they looked the size of Forrest. That little deer right there, and he's the same age as Forrest. That's his second horns. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. As a matter of fact, odd 8's the same deal right there, you know. I think that's 4, 6, and 8. Odd 6 is 8 point. Yeah, I think it's 4, 6, and 8 right there. That's what those are. So those are all basically brothers. And you can see they're all doing pretty good, and no telling what they'll be like next year. Forrest is like the most typical one of the whole bunch, but he is looking really, really good. But that's what was waiting on me when I come back to the house. Welcome home, Jimmy. Welcome home. Okay, I thought I'd end this antlers video with one of my favorite things is Chris feeding the deer. And we've got, get my all set up here. See what we got. I got Prince Snow White's come up there. Snow White's come up there close. I'm gonna get in here and just let things happen. I know that, oh, looky there what come in there. Chris, look.
Oh, no.
You better get in there and give him an apple. You get in your bag there and get him an apple, honey. And straighten your bag up there. Get in there and give him an apple. Don't let him get down there and hit you with those antlers. They're not hard. Oh, that is precious right there. And look over here on the other side. Now you're gonna have to kind of share with everybody there, Forrest. Don't get too greedy and don't get too aggressive. Forrest, I may have to get over there. All right, we're up here actually. We're up here actually just trying to look at Prince Charming's antlers. You can take a good look at them there. And there's the babies back here. They're the 2 little bucks back there, Ice and Casper. And their antlers are not very big right now. But you can see how big Prince Charming is there. He's just absolutely gorgeous, and he's huge. Honey, watch your eyes there with that. I mean, I know his horns aren't. You can give him an apple every now and then. Of course, she wiped his bottom when he was little, and he don't remember that now. He just wants an apple. Let's see. You keep your nose out of there. Oh, mercy. That's special right there, baby. And we're supposed to be looking at antlers. You can see up there, those of y'all are counting. He's got like Prince Charming's got 11 or 12 on each side. I'll move around here a little bit where you might be able to get a little bit better look at him, and maybe make Forrest move off just a little bit here for a second. Where are you, Forrest? He's got to come back. So come on, Forrest. Forrest is one of your babies. See what's the matter, Forrest. You better go over and get that from Chris. I don't have them. You better go over and get that from Chris. I don't have them. No, I don't have them. He'll probably come back over there when she's feeding these guys here. But you can take a look at Prince Charming. I believe he's going to be the biggest bucket we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 on one side and about the same on the other. So he's going to be in the neighborhood of a 25 point. I don't know how much more they're going to branch out there. We do have a big rubbing post in there. Snow White's coming over there to get her some also. And look at the babies, honey. Can you give the babies some? Ice and Casper want something there too. You got to kind of watch out. I haven't been able to get Ice. Let me get some over here and throw over there for the babies. Ice and Casper, I haven't been able to get them to eat out of my hands any at all. Oh, that scares them. There you go, baby. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. You start throwing stuff around on the ground for the babies, the big deer find it. Maybe they'll find some out there while she's feeding these. Maybe kind of some of the babies will find some out there. I'll throw some of it out there. But you big boy, there you go. He doesn't like carrots quite as much as he likes. That's a pretty picture right there. I don't care who you are. 4 albinos and a A whitetail that loves carrots and apples. And he loves Chris too. He was scared of the chair for a while. He's not scared of the chair anymore. His desire, if any drop will get ate. Get your nose out of there, boy. Kind of watch those antlers, baby, around your eyes. You can see how huge Prince Charming's antlers are. Don't forget Prince out there, baby. You can see how huge his antlers are. Now, Forrest is a big deer. He's got a good rack on him. I mean, a beautiful rack on him. But you look at Prince Charming. I mean, and now keep in mind that is the second set of antlers for both of those deer. Both those deer are 2 years old. You can see the size of Prince Charming. He's a huge, huge, world-class albino. That's just all there is to it. World-class. I'm gonna help her out a little bit because I'll worry about that. You get back. You get back. How you doing? You about out?
I think so.
There you go. There you go. I'll feed him a little bit there. Hey, you get back. You're getting up there in her face. You get back over here and eat a little bit. Yeah, you get back over here and eat a little bit.
There's the green kind of.
Yeah. You want one more? Okay. All right, that's enough for you. That's enough for you. You stay back. You're about out, aren't you, baby? You've had all you need. I'll try to get some carrots in here. I haven't given you any carrots in a couple days, have I? They were going to send me some coupons. They never sent me any coupons, big boy. No, they didn't. Hey, babies. Little baby eat that. There's still a few more in there, honey. Here. That's all you need. Is that a collar? Is that a collar you're putting on me? All right, that's all. That's all. Okay, that was really special right there. That's something really cool. That is cool. Okay, guys and girls, that'll wrap up this week's episode of watching giant deer antlers grow. And you see that this is a special deal here. Chris is bonded with the white deer really, 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 really well. And of course, Forrest, she watched Forrest Bottom when he was a baby, and he's just a big old beautiful buck right now. He can be a little dangerous. We're going to have to be super, super careful with him this fall during the rut. You know, if you drop some there, Forrest will pick it up for you. He'll find it, baby. Now, it looked like Casper and Ice found something laying on the ground too. I threw some pieces in there, and Snow White went over there and started taking care of them. But you can see the baby deer there just look beautiful. Hopefully we'll be able to watch their antlers grow if we can keep them alive. And they've gone through a lot of these 100-degree days and seem to be doing just fine. I have made a commitment financially to, we're trying to get hold of some pipe right now, see if we can get a little bit better deal on the pipe. But I have made a commitment financially to build a bigger albino pen. It's going to be quite a bit larger, as a matter of fact, and going to have about we'll have 3 sections, a small section plus 2 large sections in it. So anyway, it's going to be really cool. So guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one. And remember, I sure do love you.